Ladies and gentlemen, the crews of Oxford and Cambridge are about to make their way to the water, and they are led by their respective coxes. For Cambridge, we have Liz Box. Liz is 23 years old. She's studying at Hughes Hall for a diploma of theology. She coxed Goldie to victory last year. For Oxford, we have the youngest cox for over 100 years, Sam Winter-Levy. Sam is only 18 years old. He lives in Chiswick. He went to St Paul's, so he knows this river extremely well and will be rowing past places that were hugely influential in his childhood. Now, the men who will be providing the muscle for Cambridge at bow, we have Mike Thorpe. Mike is 20 years old. He's a history undergraduate, was in the Goldie crew of 2010, very good cricketer and footballer, and he is studying at Homerton. At bow for Oxford, we have Moritz Hafner. Moritz is 26 years old, rowed in the ISIS crew last year, has rowed for both Switzerland and Germany. He has dual nationality. At two for Cambridge, we have Joel Jennings. Joel is 23 years old, rowed for Goldie in 2009 and in 2010, is studying for a PhD in biophysics, and both his father and his grandfather were professional rugby league players. At two for Oxford, we have their president, Ben Myers. Ben is 21 years old. He is the only returning blue in the Oxford crew. He's on a 4-year course studying physics. At three for Cambridge, we have Dan Rick-Standing. Dan is 20 years old. He was inspired by watching last year's boat race, saw that crew and thought, I could do that, and now he is. At three for Oxford, we have Alec Dent. Alex was battling a back injury, resigned as president, worried that he wouldn't be fit enough to fulfill that role, but he has made the blue boat. He's worked extremely hard to be fit to race in this. At four for Cambridge, we have Hardy Kubash. Hardy is the oldest man in either crew, also the heaviest at 15 stone 10 pounds. He's on a 1-year management course. He rowed in the 6th seat in 2009. And at four for Oxford, we have Ben Ellison. Ben only started rowing in 2006. He hasn't achieved an extraordinary feat, rowing 100 kilometres in one day on an ergo for charity. At five for Cambridge, we have George Nash. George is studying engineering at St Catherine's. He rowed at 3 in 2010 and is part of those in the Cambridge crew going for back-to-back victories. At five for Oxford, we find Carl Hudspeth. Carl was born in Hammersmith. He's studying clinical medicine at St Peter's. He's 22 years old. At six for Cambridge, we have George Roth. So Jeff Roth is from Edmonton in Canada. Very keen skier and ice hockey player as well. 23 years old, rowed at 2 in 2010, is studying land economy. At 6 for Oxford, we have Constantine Louloudis. Constantine is only 19 years old. He's the youngest of the rowers. He's studying classics at Trinity College, started rowing in 2007. At 7, we have the president of Cambridge, Derek Rasmussen. Derek holds the same position in the boat as he rowed last year. He's studying economics at Hughes Hall. He is 25 years old, has a very keen interest in the city, studies the share prices all the time. And at 7 for Oxford, we have George Whittaker. George is doing a one-year MBA. He's from Henley. He's studying at Oriel College, a very experienced rower. He's the oldest in the Oxford boat at 29 years old. And now, finally, the two strokes for Cambridge. David Nelson. David is 27 years old. He's studying at Hughes Hall, and he famously fights crocodiles in his spare time. And finally, at stroke for Oxford, Simon Hislop. Simon has overcome extreme medical challenges to be here today. He is an extraordinary story in his own right, 27 years old. And good luck to all of them for the 2011 boat race. Our two crews, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they have 45 minutes of calm practice, time to concentrate on the race ahead. And let's head off now to our commentator, Andrew Cotter.
Thank you, Claire. Fantastic atmosphere. There has been, as you said, quite a relaxed air in the week building up to this great event. Warm sunshine throughout, benign conditions on the river. Today, though, it's very different. A little bit darker, a bit cooler. There was a bit of rain in the air earlier. And, of course, the embankment itself by the boathouses here at Putney will seem very alien, even to these young men and young women who know it so well, with thousands of spectators. A real buzz in the air. They walk down to the boats through the crowd, and with the announcement, it all feeds the nerves. Part of the event is who deals better with that. One man who knows about those nerves is a former Cambridge president from 2004. He's out on the river for us. He is Wayne Pommen.
Hello, Andrew. How are you? Maybe you saw Cambridge getting into their boat just a second ago. They were getting into a white boat. This is a big change from the past. For the last 20 years, Cambridge and Oxford have rowed in the exact same German-made yellow boats, M-Pocker boats. This year, when the Cambridge coach, Steve Trapmore, joined, he wanted to review every aspect of the Cambridge program, including the boat. This year, Cambridge is rowing in a white Hudson boat made in Canada, a big first for the boat race for Hudson. Cambridge think it's going to give them an edge today, and we will see.
And we're seeing them disappearing off downriver now, down beyond Putney Bridge and beyond Putney Railway Bridge. Where do they go now, Wayne? What do they do for the next 40 minutes?
They need to warm up. They're going to have a specially pre-planned set of steps that they go through to get ready for the race. They're going to be warming up, building up the power, building up the intensity, and finally getting ready to relax on the start boat and get ready for the gun.
So off they go, and they will return, hopefully, just before 5 o'clock, and the famous stretch of river waits for them from Putney to Mortlake, and who better to describe it for